Okay, don't mind my tongue. It is like bright orange. Welcome to overall a very mixed bag of a vlog. We're gonna have some honest chats and catch up a little bit. We're also going to figure out together what we feel like reading this week. I'm still coming out of a very weird reading slump, so I have some different options and I have no idea what I'm in the mood for. It's also very exciting for two reasons. I'm asking my maid of honor to be my maid of honor this week, actually today. I also ordered the Dyson Airwrap dupe and I'm very excited for that to come in as well. So if you're excited, please make sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and let's just get chatty for a second. It has just been a really difficult February. I found out that my grandma passed away the first day of the readathon, which was really difficult to deal with. I feel like I didn't really process that information until after the readathon ended because there was just so much going on, and then later that week I got engaged. And so after the readathon, it was just this really weird mix of like grief hitting me all at once, along with like feeling guilty for being happy that like I just got engaged. Mentally, I have not been in a great place, to be honest. So I've really taken a break from reading as well, and I've just been living a sloth life. I've been sleeping a lot, usually when I'm going through like weird mental periods and like depression, and I'm just like sleeping a lot. I've just been like giving myself grace and doing whatever I want to do. So it's been like playing video games, watching YouTube videos, watching Animal Crossing videos. My friend Sarah just got Animal Crossing, and the amount of joy in my heart for her that she's like playing Animal Crossing for the first time is probably weird, but like I'm obsessed. I haven't really been doing too much, and I just needed a break from filming and all those things so that I could like emotionally process what's going on in my life. The other thing that's been happening is I've really been trying to find a wedding venue, which has been excruciatingly difficult for me. Like, I am not having fun at this point in the wedding planning process. You have to talk to strangers on the phone like constantly, and I didn't sign up to do that, okay? I just want to marry my best friend and not spend $1 million doing so. This morning, that V-roll of me on my computer, I was making an entire spreadsheet looking at wedding venues and listing out all of the different things. Anyways, that is my super long intro to this vlog. We'll see what I'll pick up for my reading, so stay tuned. I can't see anything that you're doing, by the way.
I know, I'm just like gonna have it myself. Okay, perfect. Okay.
So, as the poll decided, I'm going to be reading my 2 fantasy arcs this week. Very excited. So I'm going to start off with A Multitude of Dreams. I'm just reading the letter from the author, and I wanted to read a couple blurbs from this to y'all because I'm already so much more excited for this book than I thought I was even gonna be. So this is an unconventional retelling of the Edgar Allan Poe story, The Mask of Red Death. And she wanted to include Jewish representation, which is an important part of her identity. She's always loved the imagery of the colored rooms and the idea of nobles dancing at a masquerade ball while the world around them rots, and the final twist that reminds us that no one escapes death, not even princes. All of these things led me to write about a princess and a gravedigger, neither of whom is who they appear to be, and the bizarre circumstances that bring them together. And because this is a gothic fantasy, there needed to be monsters too. It's giving everything that I ever want in a 5-star read. So it's giving Anatomy a Love Story by Dana Schwartz. I also gave that book 5 stars. I read that book last year, very shortly after it came out, and was obsessed with it. I'm curious to see what like fantastical elements is in this book, but very, very similar vibes. If you liked Anatomy a Love Story, I think that automatically you would really like this book. Why do I love books where death is like a major theme in the book? I don't know, but I'm not questioning it. Happy Tuesday. So I am 20% into A Multitude of Dreams. Honestly, I haven't been this engaged with a book, it feels like, in a really long time. Why is my hair being rude? It's a multi-POV story, which I always love. I feel like those keep me the most engaged throughout the whole story because usually there's multiple juicy things going on with the different POVs. But the characters in this book, like each POV has a character that is just unhinged, and you know that something is going to happen with those unhinged characters that impacts everyone around them. Every chapter, I can't wait to find out what happens next after every single chapter. I stopped reading at 20% last night though, because where I'm coming out of a reading slump, I don't want to push myself too hard, like reading a lot each day. So I will check in a little bit later when I read more. Hello, it is Thursday. This morning, I used my Dyson Airwrap dupe and I'm kind of living. It took me a long time to like style my hair this morning, but it's the first time that I used my hair dryer. So I'm hoping that I can get better and like faster at it, because my biggest flex was that I could curl my hair in like 10 minutes because I use like a big 2-inch curling iron. And so if I could get my hair, like the curling part of it, down to 10 minutes, like 10 to 15 minutes,
I would feel like a superstar.
Last night I read up to a little bit more than halfway in A Multitude of Dreams. The chokehold that this book has me in, it really just reinforced to me that I need to be seeking out more gothic style literature, because I love it so much. The way that it just like ignites this passion for reading. Nothing else compares to gothic literature. I just live for it. I was trying to think about the last book that I read that was like a gothic type style. I think it was Belladonna, because Belladonna was pitched as like this gothic fantasy romance, all this stuff, and that I was so hyped for that book, and it was such a massive disappointment for me. And then that just put me off for such a long time, like from picking up any other gothic type book. But this one is so good. It is sinister, it's creepy. The themes of death and how death is like kind of like a background character in all of the scenes. The creepy mysteries that are going on right now that just has me on the edge of my seat. I am so fully engaged in this book. The reason I've been reading it a little bit more slowly throughout this whole week is because I don't want to burn myself out. Like obviously, like I mentioned, I think I'm coming back from a slump and this book is very engaging, but I don't just want to like fly through it and push myself too hard. Tomorrow I'm gonna be doing sprints with Cami on her channel tomorrow night, which I'm super excited for. To close out this vlog and give some final thoughts on A Multitude of Dreams. I really wanted to get to Flower Heart in this vlog as well, but like I mentioned a couple times, I just didn't want to like push myself too hard with my reading since I'm coming out of a slump. Personally, for me, I feel like this week of reading was so much fun. I enjoyed my book so stinking much. It helped that it was like also a 5-star read for me. So yes, gave it 5 stars, absolutely loved it. The ending was perfect. I really want to read The Poison Season by Mara Rutherford now as well, which came out recently in December. Girly is just like releasing books, popping off. But like I mentioned, A Multitude of Dreams will be released in September. Highly, 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 highly recommend it. I wrote a review of it on Goodreads and I included a couple quotes and stuff. So if you aren't friends with me on Goodreads, go ahead and friend me there. I always have it linked in my description box below. I'm also super active on my Instagram, and like I showed in this vlog as well, I posted a poll so that you guys could vote whether you wanted this vlog to be a sad girl lit vlog or reading fantasy arcs. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, make sure you check me out there as well. I had so much fun this week. Also, a quick recap of the past couple days because I know I didn't really do a check-in. I had to catch up on my reading journal a little bit, so we did that. I had to get my nails done because my nails were super grown out, but also we need to talk about this. I had the Hailey Bieber nails for my engagement nails because I thought that the chrome was so pretty and it was like the Funny Bunny and Bubble Bath. But all of this drama about Hailey Bieber and Selena and Hailey Bieber being a stupid mean girl again. We are team Queen Selena always. So I had to get those Hailey Bieber nails off immediately. But also my nails were like super grown out. I'd had them on for like 6 weeks. So we got some red nails and I'm absolutely obsessed with them. I'm going to Mexico this week. I leave on Tuesday. When you're seeing this, it's Sunday. So on Tuesday, I will be headed to Mexico for a vacation and I'm so excited. And I wanted like a spicy, colorful, fun color on my nails. And you can't go wrong with red nails in my opinion, literally ever. And like I mentioned, I really want to read Flower Heart probably next week. It gets released on the 14th and today is Saturday, March 11th. So I kind of want to read it actually in the next couple days before it gets released to have a review for y'all on that one. It is a cottagecore fantasy romance book. I'll literally say less. I hope that I see you in my next video. Bye.